Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Fantasy Premier League show on Gunning to Old Trafford in the Anfield Way. You with your host Mohammed Farid Chatia. It's been a while, international break, and last week didn't record. Wasn't feeling very great, so good to be back. Let's get into points review from game week 5, which was a terrible week for me. Chelsea, I think, just screwing everyone over. Ended up on 38 points and dropped in every single league that I'm in, which is a lot of them. So Chilwell blanking, obviously getting a yellow card in the game, coming on for the last 10 minutes didn't help. He should have rather just stayed off, and I would have had someone else coming in his place probably. Sterling also getting 2 points. Jackson getting 1 point only. Udogi also didn't do that great. Saliba with 6 points. I decided to start Turner over Pickford, and Turner got me 2 points. So this is just one of those weeks where none of the choices that I made actually worked out. But hey, that's what happens in Fantasy Premier League. Odegaard got me 3 points. Rashford 2, Saka 6, Mbeumo 2, Sterling 2, Haaland 12. Bench had nothing on it, which was also pretty sad. I think this week is going to be a shocker for most people. I always say try and save your wild cards for as late as possible. But looking at the team the way it is right now, I think I have no option but to wildcard. I can't obviously take a 8 or 10 point loss and make a whole lot of substitutions or transfers. So I think my plan is to transfer out quite a few players, bring in players that I want to bring in, and at the same time use my wildcard. It's just going to be the best thing. So let's get into it. I've obviously got one free transfer, which I'm going to let that roll over. I'm going to use my wildcard, right? I'm gonna start off with Chilwell's definitely out. Sterling's definitely out. Turner's definitely out as well. It's actually Turner. No, I think I'm gonna get Pickford out. I'm definitely looking at getting Rashford out, even though the fixtures are okay. United are not playing the greatest football at the moment. A lot of turmoil at the club, and I think that's showing on the pitch. These should be easier games for United, but right now, with the uncertainty around the team and around the players, it's very difficult to keep a United asset for me unless it's going to be someone like Casemiro. So I might look at Casemiro at a later stage. For now, I'm sticking with Rashford. Jackson definitely coming out as well. And Mubama will probably stay in for now. Let's actually look at Rashford pulling out. And let's work out the numbers. So in goal, I'm going to go with, and I think it's either between Neto and Leonard, and Leno, but Leno's fixtures look a little bit better, I think, than Neto's. Yes, so I'm probably going to go with Leno. In Chilwell space, I'm probably going to go with, I don't want to go with a Spurs defender because this week they've got Arsenal. I was thinking of Sven Botman, and that's probably who I'm going to go with. In the place of Sterling, let's look at how much we've got left. See, just those transfers alone already cost me 16 points. And that means I start off on negative 16 next week, which definitely is not where you want to be at the beginning of a game week. Let's look at Sterling. There's a couple of options here. for me, one of the ones that make the most sense is Ward-Prowse. But let's just have a look at the fixtures, because I think the fixtures are okay-ish for them. They've actually got... You see, this is a long-term one. So if I take him in now, yes, he might not score me points here, but I can bench him. He might not score points against Newcastle, but in the rest of the fixtures here, he has it good. And I think I'm actually going to go with James Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse. Now the replacement for Rashford. And this one is one that, in actual fact, let's look at a replacement for Nicholas Jackson first. Because in Nicholas Jackson, I'm probably going to go Alvarez. He's getting good game time, getting good points. Obviously, the double up with Haaland seems to be working well there, I think. The other option in this position is probably someone like Edwards. Not a bad shout, but fixtures are not great for them. It's not that bad. The other one was Awoni from... Their fixtures are also not that great. Ferguson, obviously after that hat-trick, didn't really do much. And fixtures are also there, okay. Ollie Watkins and Darwin are the two options I was actually looking at. But I think I'm going to stick with Alvarez because of the price and because of the points tallies he's getting in at the moment. Which then leaves me with 12.3 for a midfielder, which I actually am tempted to go Salah because of the fixtures. And I need to figure out, let's get him in. And I need to get -2. Yeah. Where can I drop? See, Odegaard's been scoring also decent points. 25 in total. Saka's got 31. Do I drop? I think the shout here is Diaby, and then save the money. Diaby's been scoring quite well. That's 29 points. Solly Marsh as well. Sterling's on 27, but Chelsea's just not playing great, so I'm not willing to take a risk on him. Bowen's not great because I think he's got an injury, or he's an injury. Madison's too expensive. I think I'm going to go Diaby. So that gives me some cheaper options there. Cool. And I think this is how we line up. So let's get into it again. So I did some transfers. Sorry, obviously didn't go into much tips and tricks, but tips and tricks, players that you want to be getting into for the next couple of weeks. Salah's one of them because of the fixtures that Liverpool have got coming up. Salah's been getting a lot of assists. getting good points, sitting on 33 at the moment. So his price is going to start going up. So you rather jump in on him now. Ward-Prowse is an asset a lot of people are looking at the moment, scoring good points. Got good fixtures coming up, except for the next 2 or 3 game weeks. But after that, he's got a solid round of fixtures at least for the next 5 or 6 game weeks. Buemo sticks for me. Saka is probably the better one between Odegaard and Saka. I'd stick Saka. Has a little bit more of a point scoring tally at the moment. Diaby seems to be a good cheap midfielder and getting good points as well. People are doubling up on or starting to get more Man City assets in because obviously they're just looking that great right now. And that's basically where you want to look at goalkeepers. Pickford was a great choice initially, but Leno seems to be outperforming him for Fulham, and I think that is a great shout as well, especially at the price. Pickford is 4.4 and Leno is 4.6, so not much of a difference there. So I think if I do the transfers without playing my wildcard, I'm down 20 points, which I'm definitely not going to do. So I'm going to play my wildcard. Let's just see if this allows me. Confirm transfers and play wildcard. And that is what we are going to do. So how do we line up this weekend? So I think Estupinian starts. Botman starts. Saliba starts for me. I probably keep it like this. Now, City against Forest. Haaland is captain. I think I stick with Haaland as captain. So Haaland is captain for me. Alvarez in as well. Leno is a goalkeeper. And used my wildcard. So, yeah. I think that's basically it, guys. It's a risky one to do now, but if I don't make these changes now, I'm going to struggle for the next good couple of weeks because using one transfer at a time is not going to be enough to get me out of the Chelsea mess that I was in. Didn't work out, and like I always said previously, try and plan your transfers in advance, and I didn't take my own advice. So guys, have a great weekend. South Africa's a nice long weekend. Have a nice braai. Enjoy some time with the family. Enjoy FPL, and we'll see you guys again soon. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, get in the comments, tell me when you guys are planning on using your wildcards. And we're going to have some interesting stuff coming up for FPL. We've obviously got a lot of challenges that we need, a lot of forfeits that we need to film, which we've done a few of them already. So those should be coming out on the channel quite soon, and you guys will be having a lot of fun watching those. So Mohammed Farid out, and goodbye.